Welcome back. Your time is 3:49 with me, Martin Daubney, here on GB News. Now, Greg Wallace has thanked fans for their support after stepping down from BBC MasterChef amid allegations of inappropriate sexual comments over 17 years ago.
I would like to thank all the people getting in touch, reaching out and showing their support. It's good of you.
Well, joining now is the broadcaster Paula London. Paula, thank you very much for joining us on the show. So apparently Greg Wallace has some supporters. For now, he's standing away from the show as the investigation continues. He's in a bit of a pickle, isn't he?
He is indeed. And it's not the first time he's been warned about his behaviour. In 2018, the BBC warned him because people were saying that he was saying very rude words to people on impossible celebrities. And there was a review and then he was cleared. But he seems incorrigible. He's just constantly making very, very smutty jokes. I've been researching this subject today and his co-host's wife has said how she was so upset because he's always saying rude jokes. I watched him on TV and he actually said his like an item, some food was tasting like his aunt, which was really grotesque. He's actually been on set naked apart from a sock covering his manhood. After doing that, he should have been taken off the show. He's really gone too far. I know he was a greengrocer before working in television, but he's had a job for 20 years now with the BBC, the state broadcaster. He needs to act correctly. And now 13 people have come forward. He's just gone too far.
And do you think it's fair to say that the BBC also have questions to answer here? I mean, as you rightly point out, this has happened over a period of 17 years. There have been at least 13 complaints, including from Kirsty Walker, who, of course, is BBC royalty, the host of Newsnight for ages, and a very strong feminist voice, was very outspoken during the Me Too movement. And yet, again, in plain sight, of course, there's innocence until proven guilty, and yet these allegations go back so long. Has the BBC also got some serious questions to answer?
I think they've got a lot of questions to answer. I think it's important to know that his lawyers have said that he hasn't done anything incorrect, basically, and anything he said wasn't meant to be harassing. So I think that's the point. You can't deny that he said very smutty things, but he doesn't think that what he said was in a harassing manner. But if you've been warned for your behaviour, I don't know what defence he's got. And obviously, he's the co-host of a great show, a very popular show, earning lots of money. There are people above him per se, but a lot of junior runners or junior producers may feel like they weren't able to speak out. And some people on the show, some are celebrities, but not that successful, and some were civilians. Maybe they thought they had to just suck it up, as it were, when he was being grotesque. But some of the things he's done time and time again, it's just awful. And obviously, as a greengrocer, you can say mostly what you like. And if customers don't like it, they won't come back. But as a state broadcaster, a lot of viewers, like me, are sick of having to pay for something when their staff are acting terribly, almost illegally sometimes.
OK, and Ulrika Johnson has joined in. She said that Wallace made rape jokes in their time together. Rod Stewart has put the boot in, saying you humiliated my wife when she was on the show, but you had that bit cut out, didn't you? And went on to call him a tubby, bald-headed, ill-mannered bully. And I suspect he might have used a stronger word, knowing Rod Stewart, but there we go. It seems that there are many, many people coming out against Greg Wallace now, and you feel that may even go up as the days go on.
Yes, and I wouldn't be surprised for John Turode, for his wife to be the new co-host, to be honest with you. I think that would be quite a good thing to do, because what he's allegedly done is it's just been females that he's been really grotesque to and very, perverted, to be honest with you, for want of a better term. It's really, really bad, and I don't think there's any coming back. There's 13 people now, and he's been warned for doing exactly the same behaviour in 2018. And let's not forget, he's had a very colourful life. He's on his fourth marriage now, and the lady is 21 years younger. He doesn't speak about ladies in a very good light. So many people have said this when he's been at functions, etc., etc. So, he was warned. He decided to continue acting like he did. And so, I don't really have much sympathy, but I think we'll see the end of him on that show.
OK, Paula London, we have to leave it there. And of course, Greg Wallace does maintain his innocence, and the production company Banjay, it says it's launching an external review with Wallace fully cooperating during the investigation. And his lawyers insist the claims are entirely false. Don't forget, we do have innocence until proven guilty in the Great Britain. Now we'll get more reaction as the assisted dying bill has been passed. In the Commons, is that death with dignity or is it state-assisted suicide? That's coming next with me, Martin Daubney, here on GB News, Britain's news channel. But now here's your weather, and it's Alex Deakin.